Alright, welcome to the pre-stream prayer session, where we pray that the game will open.
God will guide our game.
Yeah.
Just like how he guided our bullets.
Well, he didn't guide our bullets. God was definitely against our bullets.
Oh no. That's not a good sign.
God was guiding those sniper rounds from that other guy, though.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of a good boss fight. A lot of people complain about it, and it was kind of, like, awful. But
It's awful, but it's good.
it's such a notable boss fight.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
unique.
Well, like, the boss is an interesting guy, I guess.
Well, it's even like the fight itself was... Oh my god, it opened. The game opened. Did you see that?
Sweet.
First try, speedrunning the game open.
Make sure it shows up on screen, though.
So, welcome VOD Squad and Precogs. We've got a stream for you.
Stream guided by God, as proof by the fact that the stream opened.
Oh no. Oh, okay. It's fine. I love when there's like a stream that's like 20 minutes long, and then it starts with the guy going, yeah, hopefully we don't have any more issues.
Yeah, right.
It just like ends abruptly.
Oh,
Alright.
man. What's going on over there?
So, I don't know.
What the heck? Oh no. Hey bitch, can I get some soap?
Yeah, I think console commands should be typed in all caps. Perfect. Alright.
Alright, now we can explore.
Well, you know, there's no place over here that's, like, discreet enough for
we
this
have like all
crude.
this rubble around here. No police officer is gonna redirect traffic or anything.
Well,
Or...
they parked, but they left.
They left.
And you're...
Though to be fair, there never is any
Can-
traffic. There's never any cars going through. So the taxi driver's right in the middle of
Can I
it.
ask?
What?
I-
You're just gonna run over this? A flying taxi cab? It's like the Magic School Bus, but as a taxi? Uh-oh. He's taking a late lunch. I'm gonna dock his pay so hard.
It's like a late dinner.
Well, it's an on-time dinner. It's a very late lunch.
A European dinner where they eat after the sun has gone down.
I mean, that's pretty normal though. For like the sun to have gone down when you start dinner.
You're not concerned?
They've shown their weakness. Our last ditch attempt to steal the prize. Listen, boss. Crack of shovelheads with pistols is already possible.
Generic pistols, perhaps? A bunch of elephant guns?
A bunch of, yeah, right.
My sheriff thought the rest of that fight can't
Ah, let's fuck them up.
Two got a few stories up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the number one mod for this for a long time was
Fixing typos.
spell check. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
called spell check, and I think that mod got rolled into the unofficial patch at some point.
Man.
Two got a few stories up, and then he himself took care of them.
Yes.
But
He looks like he could take care of them.
yeah, it does. He does, right? Here's the thing, right? You know, in like Oblivion and Skyrim, there's like very few people in the world, but then when you see the lore writing, they're like, oh, a few thousand went here, a few thousand went there. It's like, a few thousand? It's like, there's There, I believe the count of NPCs in the entire country of Skyrim is 1,800. So, like...
That's a very small area there.
Yeah, and, like, people will be like, oh, I come from a small town. It's like... I mean, your small town has 5 people. The big city has 8. So, like...
Yeah, sounds like it.
And when you get to the Imperial City in Oblivion, it does feel like a populated city because they keep the streets crowded. They have people talking in the streets. But I think what you're meant to do is not to take it as a literal representation of what is in the world as much as a representation of it. Like when you play like Total War and there's like a one piece and you move it across the map and it's like, okay, well, that's not one guy traveling across the world, it's an army. I was assuming this guy had like guards on top of guards on top of guards, and he's like, yeah, the only 2 NPCs you've seen in this building, that's all that's here, and we fought them ourselves, which conflicts with like the idea that he's like, attack me in my own building, I'm so much stronger here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
Why else? The moment of every kindred in the entire city these last few nights. The Ankara sarcophagus. They've been misled into thinking the sarcophagus holds a sleeping ancient and most coveted beasts. The outposts.
I am a being that feeds on vampires.
A cruciate.
Is in no small part due to their practice of diablo, that is, drinking the blood of special abilities. Diabolists gain the power of those they fed upon. In the Camarilla, this is in fact punishment. For the moment, we manipulated the press into reporting tonight's events as terrorism. Their soldiers may be no danger to me, but their threat to the Masquerade is abundant. As my best agent, I'm sure you can guess my course of action.
I understand. Hey, you lazy sheriff, go wipe out the Sabat.
He has
Yeah.
remained here in case of further attack, and also to guard the sarcophagus. For this emergency, I need someone with your nerve to guarantee defense. The survivors are going to threat the first.
All of them are just kind of like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, whereas like in reality, it's like, when I think of like me, I'm like, yeah, awesome.
Yeah, right?
Let's go finally use some combat skills.
Bothering me. We just got a wet dog that's like nudging my knees for attention while like getting me soaked.
And he smells bad.
He does smell bad, yeah. He needs a good grooming.
Yeah, sure.
The Savant have made their haven at the Halliwell Hotel, right under our noses here in downtown. Kill their leader. The rest will scamper out of the city. This is the last time they ever set foot in Los Angeles. Before you go, Beckett told me you went to the society of legal. Did you find out how my sarcophagus is open?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to be loyal to the Croy, but I like interesting items and stuff. I don't really care about money so much.
Yeah.
What did you find out? Where did you have it?
Looks so excited.
I have other good news. Bach is dead.
Not only did you infiltrate the Society of Rehoboam, but you managed to kill their greatest convert. Certainly not a delicate affection for this. I toast to you and to victory over
I did you a favor wiping out Bach. Don't you think that's worth something?
Here. Pity you don't have his head. You sent it to the Inquisitor General.
Just money. Boo.
The Sabbath must be wiped out before dawn. Then you come back with a new
Alright.
Man, don't bury me in that.
Ugly?
Certainly Sebastian's already provided cab fare. I'm sure he always spares no expense when archaeology is his thing.
Okay, so he's got a traumatic brain injury.
Excellent.
Okay, I don't actually want any of these questions answered.
It's simple.
Okay.
Free. Goodbye.
Perhaps for this pack, it's a little... What do Johansson have to say? A Syrian origin. Glad to see I'm not losing my passage. As for Nezera, I'll have to research that name, see what I can find. Mama Stu. She was a living figure. They represent empowered women and the threat of such women to male-dominated society.
Uh-huh.
Strange she would bring them to.
Okay. The rot goes back further than I thought.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The rot started in the 60s, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Gabe. What's up?
Hey.
We're getting our suck on.
A lot of bullet holes on this side of the building.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the fat guy died.
It looks like he did, yes. I was half expecting a jump scare.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that would have been the best place to put it.
Perversion and brutality are the Sabbat's tools. Those do not seem like good tools. I use blood magic. Okay.
Gay bads probably need a Resident Evil game for scares.
Hmm.
Yeah, probably. Or just playing DMC, the scariest game of all. Scary cringe.
Now here's like the best timeline, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, I swear to God, there's like a thing. Sometimes you see there's like a thing happening there, but like,
Hey, Eric Lowry, welcome to chat.
hey,
We are going to kill the Sabbat.
man, those are some pokies.
Yep, they are pokey.
Here's the best timeline, right? They make a remake of Resident Evil 5, and they take out all of the goddamn white, Mexican, and Asian African people, and Sheva. They just cut Sheva out. He just talks to himself. Wouldn't that be so sick if it was just not a shoehorned in character? Like, it was someone else. Like, couldn't he just go to Africa with, like, no,
With
is
a
it
partner that he's already
Barry?
had before.
Barry. What if Barry comes with him?
Yeah.
You know, the fat guy with the Desert Eagle? Fuck yeah. You know? Or...
Barry!
Yeah, instead of Shava, he just goes, Barry!
Yeah, I don't know.
Couldn't it be just like a buddy cop going into Africa?
A couple of bros.
Couple
yeah.
bros, yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. Obviously, they would never do that for the Resident Evil remakes. All of the remakes have been leaning left slightly.
Oh yeah, they changed Ashley's outfit so much that I didn't recognize her.
Yeah.
I thought it was a different character because she looks so different.
Yeah.
She's like in some kind of weird
They made Jill look so butch.
Oh, was she in 4?
No, she was
Oh, she was in like the earlier thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
she was in the other games. I watched one of the remakes with her in it, and I was so distracted by like how buff they made her, and they have like her haircut, but it's shaved on the side a little bit, and I'm like, ooh, that's not right.
She's supposed to have kind of a swoop, you know?
Yeah, she has the whoosh, whatever you call it. She has like a bob cut.
Does she?
Doesn't she have like the short hair?
I think that's from like the movie or something.
You think I'm crazy? Ashley's outfit in the remake is a combination of her old outfit and her unused outfit.
Oh, interesting. But she had such a distinct like outfit. It was very normal looking, but at the same time it kind of felt like it was a costume. And I think that's the perfect sort of outfit. Like it feels like a superhero's street clothes, you know? But then obviously there's crawling sections, and so like her skirt you need to not be able to see her panties for those. But you could always just have tasteful like magic skirt physics that block, you know? Nothing wrong with that, I think.
I don't think Jill has shaved sides in 3 remake. It's just shorter compared to her hair in Resident Evil 1. I don't know. It looked a little bit close. But maybe she just like... Maybe they
I
just
see immediately what you're talking
pull
about.
the hair over to the side so it looks like it's shaved on the side.
So this is what's called, I think, an undercut, where you pin the hair to give the appearance of shaving it. So...
Okay.
But... Yeah. So
Yeah,
it is...
I remember
it is
Jill
not-
having short hair.
Yeah, it is not actually shaved, but that's like, it's
Right.
gelled back, because hair doesn't stay like that.
Yeah,
Right?
Right, okay. Alright.
It's like
I
magic
thought
hair.
it was, I thought it was shaved. Because, like, some of the cutscenes, she does look very, brutish in the remake.
Yeah, I remember she had to... Okay, so this is like the super ancient version of her costume,
Right.
where she has like the tube top, but I know her first from Marvel vs. Capcom 2, where she goes, "I'm a member of STARS," when you win. And,
Good shit. Eric Lowry adds, I really don't like okay. I really don't like the side shaved haircut. It looks so tacky and played out. Yes, I'm completely sick of it. It like made sense in some cyberpunk futuristic things, but I'm sick of seeing it as like this is the new normal. It's like even in the fantasy where that was a thing, it was seen as dystopian, like a haircut that you wouldn't want. So
it can look stylish, but it's just become such a feminist thing
Yes,
that
yes.
it's like it never really looks attractive, but it can look cool. I also think, oh man, just missed him. I bet that was I swear to God, I'm not making it up. I feel like I'm like talking about Luigi in Mario 64 or something. I think what it is that if you pose at the perfect angle, it looks cool, right? And so people kind of live on Instagram where they can make themselves look cool in pictures, and like in real life it's not as important, but
Can only see the shaved sides work on a girl if they are punk rocker. Maybe. I'll accept it being in Mad Max and cyberpunk-esque worlds, except not really want. Yes, exactly. That's how I feel about it.
whenever I've seen it, it's always been I've never, I don't want to say never, like there couldn't be like a wholesome girl with that, but it's just like whenever I've seen that haircut, it's always just been like on just the dregs of like the girl at a metal show that's trying to talk to you that you're like, no, don't talk to me. Your friends are like, don't talk to me. Like, just like this dirty, sweaty, it's never been. I remember like one girl comes to mind who was like, she wanted the list from like the bands that were playing or whatever, like the song list. She wanted the set list. That's what it's called. It's like a piece of paper they tape to the stage. It's like a souvenir some people really want, right? And she's like, she's ready to sleep with people to get the set list off the stage. And the guy's like, no, get the fuck here. Get away from me. Like, it's just like... And I remember she had shaved sides, and you could just kind of see the shape of her head, and then you're like, man, her head's kind of fat. And you're like, oh, man, she's kind of fat. And it's just like, man. You know? Like, in real life, the people I've seen with that haircut, it's never been super...
It's never been a flattering look.
I've seen... No, wait. I've seen one girl...
One?
But she didn't shave all of the hair. She just went further up, like... On one side, she did a more masculine thing where she's going up past the temple. Like, but not all the way up to the top of her head. Not like... Some people will turn it into like a mohawk. Like half a mohawk.
Right.
She didn't do that. She just shaved like... Just around the ear and a little bit up. But she had it kind of layered so the hair just above that was short but not shaved. And so it could kind of act as a sort of bang. So it would like hang down
maybe
over
it was just
her...
growing out again.
No, because it was freshly like buzzed.
It was freshly cut.
Right? And then she had it kind of conditioned so that it kind of fell down like bangs over her ear. But then when it started growing back in, she looked like she had cancer. You know what I mean? Like it didn't grow in well.
Hey Pyro, Sierra, and Gil, welcome to the chat. We're talking about how shaved sides looks unattractive on a girl.
Now, how do I get the apartment from you? Give me an apartment. Something else I needed. Chantry.
Gil says, I dated a side-shaved girl. Turned out to be a commie, and I dumped her. Hey, Never, welcome to chat.
Her hair was Raccoon from DBZ. Raccoon from DBZ. I don't know who that is. Fuck, how do I leave this place? Isn't this the exit? Yeah.
There you go.
Raccoon.
Yeah, that tracks. Right.
Wait, what did Pyrosphere say? I'm gonna die on what hill?
Oh, Pyrosu says that long hair is the best.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Sure, she had short hair when I met her, and I was like, "That's not gonna work."
Also,
Fix
YouTube
it.
censored the word commie.
God forbid.
Oh man.
Raccoon?
He's
trying
the
to
orange-haired oaf from
Mm.
Ginyu Force.
Yeah, I'm looking at him. That's not a bad description. But no, not quite. That effect of it like coming down like that, it kind of like that, but she like gelled it and stuff. It worked. It was fine. And there were feminists that got very mad at her hair because she wasn't fully committing to shaving all of her hair. And she wasn't fully committing to shaving half of her head. and they were like, looks bad, and that was, it didn't. It looked good. She did have a good haircut. Would I call it like sexy or attractive? No, but she also, I think part of it was that she wasn't out of shape, so.
Eric Lowry says, I feel really old that Trisha and Adam had to look up the Dragon Ball Z reference. To be fair, I've never watched Dragon Ball Z.
No, I know that guy, but I just don't know anybody's names, right? Like, I don't know any of the characters' names. Like I know I could describe all sorts of Dragon Ball Z characters, and like if I read a description of a character, I would probably know who it was, but I just don't know what the fuck his name is.
Chat. As far as hairstyles, I do dig short hair more on girls. Don't mind long hair though, says Gabe the Gen.
I forgot to go accept the reward for the talisman placing.
Kill says, I was a sucker for bob cuts when I was younger.
I've heard that. I think part of it is there's a lot of motion, and men have a lot of motion senses. Like you're supposed to be like watching for like motion in the brush and whatever. So this is where they are, right? But I had to find the entrance. Probably the alley I passed. Yeah.
It's not one of those things where you have to go through the sewers again to get inside.
Yeah, it's maybe.
Yeah.
Also boobs, right? They move a lot. So.
Yeah.
It's my
All men have a single dot of aspects.
correct. Not for seeing in the dark, but just for catching the jiggles.
Right.
It's like there's so many girls who will just like not wear a bra and then they'll walk around with a stupid smile on their
that
face.
is so distracting.
But like I see it like that's I see it at the corner of my eye. I see the like the jiggle and I turn and look and I'm like what was just moving a lot, and it's because they were just like walking or something and it's like slore. That's it.
Gil says, I like pixie cuts. Dated this cute girl with a pixie hair and she was very into ukulele. Lol.
Yeah, that tracks.
I used to have a pixie cut. Back when me and Adam first met.
No, you didn't. No, you did not.
I asked for a pixie cut. Whatever they did to my
Oh,
head,
yeah.
I can't
No,
tell you.
you had a bob cut, but
Oh, no, it was a pixie cut before that, though. It just grew out.
yeah, you had a disaster on your head.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you, yeah.
No, it was horrific. It was so bad.
Yeah. It's a miracle that he ever called me back.
Yeah, I mean, your personality was just nice. It was just like pleasant to be around you.
No.
And then it just got better and better as your hair started growing out.
Fictional girls with short hair attract me more. That's just quite a thing to say. Eric says, this story is an inspiration to all of us lonely hearts. And Never says, Adam's like, your hair can change, but you have a good attitude.
Yeah.
Yep, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
That's something to keep in mind with all the girls out there.
don't assume that the hair can change, by the way, because some bitches are crazy. I made sure to ask. And it wasn't that short. I don't know if I would have wanted to be in public with someone with a pixie cut.
At least you can say, without a doubt, your personality was what hooked him up. Yeah, I guess so. Bitches do be crazy.
Guaranteed. And Trisha also had 0 Instagram thought powers. She had like the worst pictures.
Thank you. I had a very bad camera and no reason to ever look good.
Listen, a bad craftsman blames their tools.
Shut up.
You know how many fat bitches make themselves look good with a blurry
Welcome
camera?
to the chat. I still have a pretty bad camera, but it's better than the one I used to have. I'll give it that.
Yeah, you just had to get prettier to compensate.
Yeah. The girl tells you she's crazy, run. If she tells you that she's not crazy, run even faster. Come to think of it, always run from women. Always ask a girl first if she's insane. Well, I mean, ask her, what's the deal with the haircut? Do you just like it that way? How long have you had this haircut? Was it just some tragedy that happened recently, or going through a bad breakup and you decided to cut all your hair off, or
that has to be downtime. Yeah, it was also... It was nice. I mean, some people are just goddamn whores, and they're already... Like, when you meet them, they're already really good at, like, prettying themselves up and, like, making themselves look good, and they've been doing it for lots of guys for a long time, but Trisha...
the pickup artist.
Trisha was, like, super trash at, like, glamming herself up, and then as I was dating her, she was, like, getting more interested in that and making herself look pretty and dressing up in different stuff and getting dresses and putting on, you know, like nail polish and stuff. So it was very nice.
Yes.
It's very wholesome. But goddamn, was that hair bad? It could only go uphill.
Yes, because it would grow out naturally.
It's like people try to like be like, oh well, you know, it's they're only getting uglier as you're like dating him. It's like not true. Trisha has only improved consistently.
Yee. Just watch out if there's shaved sides and dyed blue. Yep, that is the law of the land.
They used to be like good signs.
That used to be the signs of a goth GF. Now it's just crazy social justice woman.
Shaved, I mean, I don't know. Shaved sides has always kind of been like, punky.
Right.
And
Well, the
like,
same thing with the dyed hair, though. That would be a punk thing.
it could be a goth thing though. Like
Yeah.
having like one lock of hair in the front, like dyed blue or purple, that was like a good sign. That was like, they're not afraid of people seeing that they don't want to conform. They want to, like, they're okay with this identity. They're okay with people seeing them like that. They're not going to be like,
fall in line.
like, they're not going to try to they're not going to try to fit in at your expense. Like, you wouldn't want to sit
75% of university professors have shaved sides and dyed hair. Yeah, that is a thing.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be with a girl who someone who's like, I don't know, popular, so cliche, but someone who's very like socially mobile, someone's very like has a lot of like social status. You wouldn't want them to show up and then make fun of you and then be like, why are you even hanging out with this guy? Why are you even like walking around with this guy? Like, you know, and then have them laugh because they don't want to they don't want to cost themselves any social currency by being also the target. It means that it would at one point, the dyed hair would at one point mean that they're brave and, like, you know, obstinate to people like more socially skilled or popular or whatever, and so you wouldn't have to worry about them being weak and therefore like supposed to be a painting scaffolding attached to nothing.
That's what you use to clean the windows.
Yeah, but usually there's a
Yeah,
is
it's usually attached
pulled
to
by something, and not just
not just ready to float in the air. Yeah. Yep.
just saved themselves.
Finished game. Eric Lauer says, I only had one female professor in computer science, and she was a nice 40-something Russian lady with a bun. She also wrote me a recommendation when I was applying for internships, which was cool. That does sound nice. Sounds quite chill. And that corporate goth look now that she's older and shits. I knew a girl that dyed her hair in the shade of blue dark enough to look black in a classroom. That also counts as a red flag, blue?
I would say not.
I would kind of consider any hair dyeing to be, like, worthy of an eyebrow raise. Like, do you feel as though you need to do something to yourself to be special or unique? Are you trying to mimic an anime character you really like, which is kind of autistic, or...
Oh man, that's a lot of shotguns.
Yep, that was a lot all at once. I'm not saying everyone who does it is crazy, but it's worthy of suspicion. Yeah, at this point, just wait for actions. Yeah, I mean, obviously the best way to get to know someone is to talk to them, of course, but yeah.
Yeah, if it's like, I don't know, dark blue isn't, well, if it's, yeah, I mean, oh, it's like a prisoner or something?
I guess. I'm already a dead man. Talk to people, that's insane. Yeah, right. My ex got a blue streak in her hair, which was really cute. That said, I'm sure she became an SJW at some point after we broke up. Oh.
Yeah, a little, like, lock of hair that's dyed is super cute, but it's become so corrupted. It's not like...
Yeah, they take everything that we love away from us. Even, like, hairstylings.
It must be an actual vampire.
Chaos Smash asks Adam, Eric, you mind if I record our next session?
Why?
It's a good question, yes, why? Just like these are vampires, can you suck?
Looks like a gangrel. It's like bat form.
Yeah, very cool.
health on that sucker. Oh boy.
Ooh, those are some big titties.
Indeed. Okay. Have to borrow some blood from that gentleman earlier. Who's this? Yeah, he's a vampire. If only my Auspex was passive, I would know without wasting the points.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Slave over here. I need to borrow a little bit from his tank.
Aw.
Now here's a real question, like, this guy seems to have his eyes gouged out. Do I just
Mercy kill?
kill him? I don't know. I mean, you could live just fine being blind.
Yeah.
Like, if this was like a session being run for me, I would give this guy some blood points to heal, and then see if I could get a favor out of him later.
Chaos Smash said, last session was hilarious and I want to keep a recording of the misadventures of Frankie and Lynch only for myself. I won't post it anywhere. To answer your question.
What is this? Tam... It's the same exact thing?
Marshall says, if a vampire
Twice as
tried to
fast.
feed on another, it would kill the feeding vampire because blood of the undead is poisonous. Unless you're a crew snake.
Is that really twice as fast? I don't think it's twice as fast. Huh.
That looks pretty fast.
I'll believe it.
So between JoJo and Castlevania, who handled vampirism better? Are you talking about the Netflix show Castlevania? Because then I'd say JoJo. Just out of spite.
I think Bleach's Bound Arc handled vampires better than Castlevania. Jesus Christ.
I mean, the games are fun. It's just that goddamn Netflix show.
Yeah, I shouldn't be calling it Castlevania. It's like really disrespectful to the actual Castlevania.
Justifiable contempt for Netflix's Castlevania. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, was that the fucking one where it's like, ugh, when shapes are on the sides of your head? Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking
That
kill
was
me.
the one with all the fucking...
That's so goddamn stupid.
What are they? What are they? They like raped Van Helsing or something?
No, I think
That
it was Dracula or something.
Yeah, something like that. And, yeah, the whole God doesn't exist. Vampires are just, like, scared of geometric shapes, bro. Obviously, that's such a better explanation. You stupid... Vampires can't see that well, so, like, a cross confuses them.
Retarded. So retarded. My god. Oh, I forgot about Bloodshield.
Alucard was raped.
That's so fucking twisted. You know what? The whole time I'm in school, every time we do a literary analysis, they try to make you scared to write anything that doesn't have, like, diversity, or scared to write stuff with diversity. They try to, like, they try to bully you into thinking that like every single thing anyone makes,
Hey,
if it doesn't
sketchy
have
drawer.
like a certain number of like check boxes checked, it won't be any good, and everyone will know that you're a big bigot or whatever. And it's like, it's so it's
Imagine being
just such
scared of shapes.
so fucking dumb. They put the most abhorrent shit into their stuff. It's like they try to pretend like it's not just the whole point of the adaptation is to humiliate the fans of the original series and like disgrace them. But it is. The whole point of it is just to be nasty to the fans of the original thing and try to ruin the IP so that people feel unjustified in enjoying it. Sorry, the TV has decided to stop.
You were just too mad and even the TV got scared. Yeah. Not a fan of Netflix's Castlevania. I
Also-
was turned off by the first episode, so I mean, I can sniff that stuff out a mile away.
Yeah, the animation was nice, but goddamn.
Yeah,
it's
the
just
fight
writing
scenes
terrible.
were like decent, right? And everybody gets super sucked in for something that has like good animation, good fight scenes, and like cool people with cool powers. But then like they
But then it's
they're
just a
so
vehicle.
malicious with the
Yeah,
writing.
it's just a vehicle to make you feel shitty.
Yeah, right. They're just seeing like what it takes to get their message past you.
Yeah. People just need to stop. People already do, but I'm glad that people have stopped respecting any Netflix adaptation. Just like our friend in Canada was saying that he was checking out, and the kid bagging was like, oh, I hear they're gonna do a Netflix adaptation of something of Rapunzel, and they're like, oh yeah, who are they gonna have play? Or he was like, did you hear who they're gonna have play Rapunzel? And he's like, oh no, who? And then the kid was like, Jada Stinkett Smith, which is admittedly not the most clever thing, but it's like, it's like a kid who's like in high school and he gets it.
Yeah.
So let that give you hope that
It gives me hope.
can't wait for Rapunzel to be black with an afro. I think they should stop making they should stop having the characters be black and just have them be Samishi like flesh horrors where they're just like crawling around like they want to have everyone have that like
before its time, before we all became species flesh horrors, Disney was there to represent us.
like they want to have everyone with these like skin conditions and like misshapen and like all these like these Morlocks like starring in the different shows.
Jabba the Hutts.
Like what they really need is to just stop with all of that. We have an actor strike, we have a writer strike. Don't worry, we don't need writers, we don't need actors, we just need CGI. We'll just put CGI of Samishi flesh horrors starring as every single character except for the evil white villain. It'll be perfect.
Oh, yeah.
It's what we really need in entertainment. It's just horrific flesh horrors.
Ah, God, I still get a kick of like imagining all the Dungeons and Dragons monsters in wheelchairs. Fucking dragon. Oh, God. Alright. The Marshalt says, any idiot can subvert expectations. No one is trying to exceed expectations. Very true.
Yeah, good point. Well, you look like you're having a bad day, man, but I do need a snack.
Just make movie involving blobs, and that's it. Meanwhile, just killed Dracula in Castlevania Rondo of Blood earlier today.
Yeah, I gotta play the original, the one that opens with that super sick line, which is like we talked about like God and stuff. It's like,
Remake the Blob again, but this time the Blob is a mess of white liberals. Eric Lowry says, the tragic thing is, if you wanted to have a frail character in D&D, there are already mechanisms to do that.
This guy. Is this... No, I already fought Bishop Vic.
Yeah,
These fucking jokers.
Making armor for Sir, yes.
What's this teleporting bullshit? And why can't I do it?
Oh.
You guys think you're fucking cool, huh?
Yeah, get dommed on.
Give me a gun.
I suck blood, but you suck my dong. Got him.
Yeah, you got him. They die?
I kind of want to see you handle the older Castlevania games. That could be something.
Sounds
and the
fun.
whole time we could just pitch about the animated series. The Netflix
Should be more
application.
positive.
The Blob, but everyone talks about how brave and beautiful the Blob is, and anyone who says to kill it is called fatphobic. Oh man. That movie would ironically make everyone want to work out.
Yeah, when I'm getting ready to work out, I'll sometimes watch Fat Phobia like reactions. Makes me
Yeah.
ready to.
It reminds you of what you don't want to be.
Yeah. No, we should. If we played the original Castlevania, we should like have like a life limit. Like we can only mention the series like X number of times, and we're out of mentions. Only if we really, really have to say something. Because what is happening with this guy? I don't know what. Oh, you're like buffing people?
Castlevania 30th Anniversary Collection is on Steam. If you want, try Castlevania 3 on NES. That game is the basis for the Nick Plus series. Well, that's not the best way to sell it, but sure. You should play Symphony of the Night if you plan to stream Castlevania games. I'm surprised they haven't forced a Faith superhero movie on us. Oh yeah, the fat superhero. Well, like a lot of people don't even know that
Isn't a
character
parody?
exists. Yeah, right. I took one look at that and I just assumed that it was like some joke comic.
It's like I saw someone do a video on that character, and I didn't realize it was a real character until I saw the video, and they were like, they made a very funny point, which is like, the people who make fan art for the character are not as mean as the people originally writing the character. They make the character thinner because even the people who like the character are embarrassed that they would make a character so obese try to fight crime.
Yeah.
And it's like the furthest thing from like...
Yeah, and if you look at the interior pages of the comic, they also
Big
have
drop
a
in
lot
quality.
of
Yeah.
have a lot of eating going on. I guess as their way of justifying their own perhaps tendencies. I don't know. Oh god, that does look like a parody. Oh, you just pulled up the cover. What are you talking about? Alucard Adam. I don't know.
No, not particularly.
Recently watched the new TMNT movie and it was wonderfully animated, but that race swap of April New is atrocious. Oh,
Do you know
yeah.
you know they did
made her
a
look terrible.
You know, they did a race swap of fucking the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They turned them from turtles into black people. That's not a joke.
What?
Yeah, they made a comic where the turtles are not, they're not turtles. They're black people in high school. Not a joke.
Why?
Not even kidding. Well, for the same reason they get rid of the white
We
characters.
was turtles and shit.
We was turtles and shit.
Oh. Yeah. Why is it that every time they race swap someone to a black woman, they always make her ugly as shit? I think you know why. Because you can't make an attractive woman, because otherwise that's sexist also. And so you can't just like race swap. You also have to make them ugly and overweight and
I explained
disabled if you can.
I explained this a little bit in my video about that love story I saw in school. It's because feminists.
Turtle black. I don't know. I guess they identified with them.
No, they're like human black people. They
Right,
yeah.
right. I'm just thinking like the person who got that idea was just like,
Retarded.
I want to see myself and I like the Ninja
You know-
Turtles, so I'm just gonna make them me.
Hot take. I think leftists don't want you to say retarded because they're retarded, and they know that it's such an easy identifier for what they're doing all the time is just being retarded. And then if people can just say, yeah, that's retarded, then other people will immediately be like, oh, that's right, that is retarded. But by saying like, no, you have to say like, you have to call me like mentally inhibited by
Seth Rogen is not a funny person or
large
creative.
quantities of
well,
lead
you don't need to
paint.
convince me.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, like, the more you change the term used for retarded people, the more terms you give people for insults.
Yeah, and also to answer the question of why they have to be ugly, I covered it a little bit in that love story video I did, the Isabella one. It's because they're ugly. Feminists are ugly, and that isn't obviously that's an insult, but I'm not just saying it to be insulting. It is literally true. The more ugly someone is, the more hardcore feminist they are, the more it appeals to them. So you can't have. So like sex positive feminists just don't exist as much as like deranged sex positive feminists, where it's like you can only have sex with something if no one on earth would be attracted to it. It's like that whole idea of like, oh, well, sexual attraction doesn't have anything to do with like what you're seeing. It's like, yeah, it kind of sounds like someone is like in like some kind of Coomer concentration camp being trained to be attracted to like fucking walruses and
Well,
cinder
it's
blocks.
the same thing with like sexual orientation and the idea of heteronormativity, and they're like, oh, it's a choice. Your
homonormativity.
sexuality is a choice now, and it should be more normal to be gay. Is their argument.
Let's pause on heteronormativity. So that's a term that's meant to be if the majority of society does something, then it forces other people to do it. Like if you, like most of society thinks that molesting children is wrong. Now that's homonormativity. However, because everyone doing something is supposed to be a bad thing because they want you to do polar opposite things, they've changed it to homonormativity for no other reason other than it sounds bad to associate a bad thing with homo. And so they've changed it to heteronormativity despite that not being what it means. Homogeny is homo, it's not the same. It would literally mean the opposite term.
Right. And
And
yes, being straight is normal, but that's why they're so offended by it.
And in class, I was like, I raised my hand and I was like, that obviously doesn't make any sense. You can't just change hetero and homo. They mean totally different things. And they were like, yeah, but we don't want to associate bad things with homo. And I was like, so you want to associate bad things with heterosexual stuff? I'm heterosexual. What the fuck is that? And the teacher was like, let's move on.
Right. Well, like, that's the point, though. It's like whenever they talk about normalizing something or representing something, what they actually mean is that they want to change and shift the culture because it'll be like better for them personally if everyone's gay or if everyone's liberal or, you know, etc., etc.
Guy's gonna wake up. Yeah.
That's also part of the reason why there's a... Oh my goodness.
Part of the reason is what?
I forget already. Too much shooting going down.
Are we sitting really hard in the stream? Yes.
Like the girl who literally thinks she's a cat, doesn't have sex with other people, and has a boyfriend who's okay with it. She has to be told stuff, and she dresses in leather skirts to shows her body.
I don't know what... Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. There's a lot of crazy people on TikTok, man. People who just, like, gave in to the social pressure.
They're also promoted on TikTok. Like, China wants to destroy us with that app, so they promote the most insane people. So you literally...
It's also, like, part of their way of mocking us.
Yeah. This is a pretty bad hotel. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, fuck. What exactly am I supposed to do about this guy?
Right.
What if I'm playing a melee character?
Then you're fucked, I guess.
I don't think I've ever done this fight. I really like how they did the design for the rest of the thing, where it's like.
Does he ever go into melee, or is that just that's it? He just stands there.
He eventually.
Waiting for you to shoot him.
Oh, look at this. Okay.
Aha! Go fuck him up. Nice.
Max DPS lifestyle.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like how they keep on having like crummy walls in the hotel being like busted through. It's very thematic. These poor guys with their eyes gouged out.
Yeah, I know. They really make you feel bad for the slaves.
Yeah. Well, Sabbat are the bad guys, right?
Yeah. I guess it's not a masquerade violation if they can't see us.
in a way, I suppose. I was always like confused how the Samisi could be involved in like a masquerade since they're so fucking insane. But then I realized they're not part of the masquerade. They Sabat don't respect it.
Mm-hmm.
This looks strangely familiar. I don't know if I've done this quest though. I think the furthest I've gone is fighting the sniper guy, and then I think I stopped after that.
Oh my. Nice chandeliers, bro.
I remember a boss fight in an area like this, so maybe I have done this. But I have, like, no blood. Again. Alright, let's see how it goes.
I mean, there's blood on the ground if you want to get on your knees and start sucking.
Recognize the smell of your blood, young canine. Very potent. Greater than our last meeting. You could smell it even over the flood of my fallen brethren. Doesn't that make you wonder? Damn it. The strength of your blood is all that saved you from yourself. Wretched, weak-minded mongrel. The blood is wasted in you. Wasted.
So anyway, this is going to be Cleopatra in the next adaptation.
Yep. She's so brave and beautiful.
Wow, the creator for Castlevania had a Mario Kart stream?
That sounds fun.
Does this dialogue imply that you have good generation? I do not know. I don't know what they're trying to do with the writing here, because you're kind of just like a regular ass vampire. Anyone hyped for Captain Falcon? What about Captain Falcon?
Punch. That's all I know about Captain Falcon.
Puppet who?
I forget if there's justification for our MC's rapid rise to power.
You are blind. The sarcophagus must be destroyed. I will do it myself if I must. And you will be purified. It is the blood that he is speaking through. The blood of all the pawns. It all must be purified.
Oh, he's using 4 points. Yeah, war form. So the Samishi can turn into like some horrible blood creature if they have 4 points in. Their main discipline. Vicissitude.
Man. You need more stuff.
Yeah, I don't have enough blood to really like win this, I don't think. Although, let's give it a shot, huh? I can't let him touch
The
me.
MCU movie. Falcon is getting a movie, oddly enough, with Hulk villains. No thank you. No more MCU stuff for me.
Captain Falcon? That's not what that character is called. I could use blood packs, I suppose. It seems silly though. Like there should have been people to drain before I go into this fight. I've gone through like a million fucking people.
Chaos Smash asks, Adam, are you familiar with BioShock's story?
I'm vaguely familiar. I played the third one, which is essentially just like more anti-white rhetoric. I know the first one is a critique of libertarianism. It focuses on... Yeah, sorry, buddy. Probably not going to work out for you anyway.
Yeah,
it's
blind people don't deserve to be alive.
It's a critique of Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrugged. It's like the first Bioshock. So... yeah. Other than that, not super familiar. I've heard of the thing. One of my professors is the leading intellectual in the field of Bioshock 1, despite not playing it. Isn't that incredible? Or one of my former professors, I should say. Not in school. I'm like... kind of, I mean, I know that generally the plot of it, but it seems like a very stupid critique, because it's like, haha, like, libertarianism wouldn't work because of drugs. It's like, yeah, but what about that other system where they don't allow drugs? What's that called? Oh, yeah. Fashy-washism. Alright. So this guy's got a bunch of plot, and he doesn't want to tell me about it. Didn't I kill you already? Yeah. What do you think is going to happen? Okay.
Okay, I smashed this. I have it for a PS4, and I'm thinking of trading it in.
Shit.
Ooh, that was one heck of a venti.
Yeah.
At least you
Would-
saved again when you were filled up on blood.
Would anyone complain if we dabblerized him? Now you're thinking with dabblery.
Now you're thinking the way of the suck.
The fuck just happened? So skipping the dialogue, I equipped the wrong discipline.
Man. You dumped like all of your blood bleeds out.
I'm hoping to frenzy, because that would actually put me
There
ahead.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something.
Yeah, you know, Tremere do a lot of DPS just by spamming Bloodstrike. It's kind of a useful power. I mean, to be honest, I think the best power is probably Bloodstrike. Blood Shield is fine, and Purge is kind of stylish. Salvo is pretty useless, but also stylish. I think maybe Blood Shield is fine, but you could get by just fine with just Bloodstrike and Trance through the whole game. The two abilities they started with are probably the best. Because the damage doesn't scale with your, like, Thaumaturgy as far as I can tell. This game seems to be kind of like Dark Souls, where it just, like, doesn't really scale that much. Doesn't, like, you can kind of beat the whole game with the same thing you started with. Okay.
Be at ease, Kindred. You stand amongst friends now.
Well, well, well.
Your agents at the Giovanni Stronghold weren't so friendly.
The Chang brothers never escaped.
you
Oh
revealed it.
yeah.
So you revealed it to random minions?
McCoy seated and recovering the uncommon sarcophagus has been to the exclusion of many relationships, mine included. And I, like yourself, have been used by him as possessing the best of the power.
So you've been sucking a lot more than just blood, huh?
Hmm.
McCoy feared Alistair Brown, an Arcadian Persian, but a cursed insight of his bloodline was strong and brought him uncomfortably close to the truth about McCoy's ambitions.
Okay.
McCoy saw an opportunity to rid himself of two problems.
Ah!
A hardened rebel leader and a problematic Persian in one fell stroke. And as you can see, I was able to impress Brown.
Turn back.
McCoy convinced me that an alliance with the Camarilla could strengthen the position of the Frenchman. And so, your prince framed 94 years for the murder of Alistair Brown.
Hmm. Oops.
Yes, you were made to do this, but your political naivety was well beyond reproach. No one would believe you devised such a story. McCoy used you once again for an important disadvantage.
Kara Smash says she turned into a man. Trans confirmed. Yep. That's how everybody's logic works these days.
You're. Oh, right. Okay, why tell me this?
Understand that you are liability to her. Once McCoy finds the red woman, you will be disposed of, just as he did with Alistair Brown, Mr. Rodriguez, your sire, and countless others.
But he loves me.
Hmm.
He gave me $300.
Yeah.
So does the Dracula voice come with the transformation? God, I hope so.
Hmm. I trust him.
Hear these words, Caleb. The sarcophagus is sealed against the ages. Only a proper key will bring you to see. That key now lies safely in Origin hands. Your prince's prize cannot be had without it. I hope you recognize my sincerity, Caleb. I would like to see you reach your destination before your path is cut short. I hope my next move is against friends.
Okay, that is a masquerade violation for sure.
Yeah, I mean, just her transforming into a man
Yeah.
before you was definitely a violation of sorts.
Okay. For all that, I got like 3 experience or something. Nice.
Sweet. Bitchin'.
Would that make him like a 2 spirit or some shit? No, she just has a transformation ability. She can just pretend to be other people. The Nosferatu have something similar. They can like look normal instead of like a twisted abomination.
That's a useful skill to have. I too would like to look normal.
guessing both of our sires will show up as boss fights at some point. You just gave me a great idea. It's gonna be legendary. This is hard luck pawn. Maybe you can't actually go in. As far as I can tell. Let's see. Alright, well let's see how much blood I can get out of this lady. She seems to have a lot.
Finally, you should make.
So I came back for a little more. See how much she has. I think she has a decent amount. What's going on? What happened? Stupid.
Finally, you should make a girl wait like that.
And then that's enough. I thought she had quite a bit more, but I guess not. She's like... She's only slightly above hooker status. That's like almost half? Maybe less than? Yeah, maybe slightly less than half, and then there's a hooker around here somewhere. We'll find us a hooker, boys. Alright, that's a whore. Yeah, but I'm poor and so sexy, you'll do it for free. Makes total sense. Is there anything left to do in Vesuvius? Oh, there's a spot that they consider to be isolated that is so definitely not isolated. It's like over here, right? No. Where was it? There's like a spot with like, it's like in broad daylight, or not daylight, but you know.
It's never daylight.
There's like a, yeah, it's right here.
Oh, the telephone. Yeah.
Yeah, this is isolated enough. Yeah, let me show you.
Broad moonlight. Yeah, there you go.
No, it seems like that girl and hookers seem to have the same amount of blood. Wasn't there just...
fairies in wheelchairs.
Okay. Let's go over to the most
The
secluded...
most private place ever. Don't mind her. She likes to watch.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Alright. All full. Okay. Yeah, let's do some main quest stuff. Doing Nosferatu quests sounds miserable. I thought Metalhead Studios was like a Sabat place. Maybe it's for another quest. Is there anything more to do in Vesuvius?
You tell me. Look at the quest board.
Well, there's nothing like marked, but...
You can certainly
perfect.
just talk to everybody.
Is that the main lady? It looks like the main lady.
Man. She's doing the dance, man. And she's loving it.
If anyone's curious
Where those
what's
boingos.
going on with the boobs, there's a console command to change boob size, and it's my favorite thing. It's just so fantastic. My favorite is not one of these dances. It's like a running dance. It looks so fantastic.
Yeah.
You could also be mean and make it negative, make it half sized.
Yeah, make them extra flat.
Like no, they're not affected. They don't have like real boobs. Oh, look at that. Oh wow, that's like
wow.
oh. Is that really half? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Did you freeze the game?
I did. I have to go to the bathroom anyway, so enjoy this
Size
guy
too crazy.
examining the singularity.
Gotta love that command. Yes, sirree. Her boobs will launch into orbit with this dance. With she's dancing. You have 0.5. So flat, their chests are caving in. Lol. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, when you set it into negatives, it starts going inward. But, you know. Wumbo. Union mandated break. Yep. Assumedly, it's not completely frozen, and he'll be able to just wiggle it a little, and then it'll work again. The strike is nearing its end, but I don't think it's over yet. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. What a dumb strike in general. Waiting for the game to remember what breast physics are.
All right. So, I think I'm gonna make the call. This is not
If you make the boobs regular size again, will it fix itself?
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Ah,
end that task.
you're gonna have to shoot it in the head and put it down.
All right, everybody. Let's see if we can. Everyone pray. Yeah,
Right?
we're-
This is the prayer session of the stream where
Yes.
we pray that we can get the game to work again.
Oh, is the strike over? Or are we getting more SJW crap in the media again? It's so funny.
I'd rather have them all be fired
It's
than
so
get more
funny.
SJW crap in the media.
I haven't seen fucking anyone upset about the strike. Everyone's cheering about it.
Well, because the fucking they're already getting paid like more than most jobs.
And all they're doing is destroying.
Yeah, and they're
Culture.
doing a bad job. Exactly.
Yeah. And they've been doing a bad job forever.
If they want to complain about like working conditions and casting couches and shit like that, then bring lawsuits. Unionizing is literally like the worst idea.
I wish there had been more slander suits out of the Me Too stuff.
Yeah, right.
Because everyone who didn't advocate for themselves just opened it up so that other people could do horrible things to them. I think Vic Mignogna didn't successfully sue It was like thrown out or something by a California judge. If I remember
Well,
correctly.
his suit was like torturous interference. It was more than just plain old defamation. The idea is that they conspired to get him fired, and like what they said is what caused him to get fired. So it's a little bit more complicated to prove that, because Funimation can just like fire you for whatever reason they want.
I mean, it seems like a pretty open shut case.
It seems like it, but apparently it's difficult to actually like.
Didn't
hold that up
Funimation
in
like
the
put out
law.
a statement saying this is why we're firing him?
Right. Well, the whole thing with like
So it
them
is
making
her.
it public is the reason why he says, and they're like, no, we were already like doing it privately.
Hmm. Thank you for the prayers in chat.
Yeah,
With
your
this-
prayers worked.
With this, we have the blessing of Big Booba. Okay, looks like there's nothing really for me to do there.
Funimation never specified why. Well, they put out a statement saying that he was like that they were investigating the complaints held against him. They
Yeah.
never said it was because of the public outrage, but they said like after our investigation into the issues, we've decided to let him go or whatever.
Where to?
Nowhere. Where do I go?
And their investigation was basically just like interviewing people. Like they just like interviewed him and then like interviewed the people, and then they were like, "Yep, you're fired."
I guess I'll just go back to
Yeah,
downtown.
just he said, she said stuff, exactly.
That stuff is so fucked. That stuff is okay. Don't mind me.
Just walking around here with my katana, don't mind me.
Bad for the movement. Oh, that's interesting. So they
What?
stopped Me Tooing because too many gay people are creepy. So they, Alright, let's see. What is this? Now that seems exceptionally useful. Yeah, I'll buy a flamethrower. Oh, inventory full. Ridiculous. So this is the same, except this one is allegedly faster, so sure. They look basically the same too. But no, one is darker. Okay, so one's cooler and edgier, I get it. Sell the knife. Let's sell some guns. This gun sucks, and I can't hit with it. This gun is good, and I can't hit with it, so it's slightly better. Shotgun's garbanzo, but whatever, it's fine. I was always like saving to sell stuff if I got like more points in haggle, but I'm not gonna put more points in haggle, so. Okay. And then I need a melee ability of at least 4 to read that. Increases your chance to frenzy. Not necessarily what I would want. Anyway, let's buy one of these. Okay. Gas cannonator. Burninator brand flamethrower field. Oh man. Memes. Love memes. Oh, the other day I almost had to walk 10 feet without seeing a meme. Almost died.
I can imagine. the stuff with Ruben. But then again, I don't really keep up with voice actor drama myself. Vic was the one big story that I just happened to cover on my channel. Hey, he's alive.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's not much to say about that other than people making those false allegations should probably be killed.
Yeah, false allegations for your own benefit. It's pretty disgusting.
Because, like, rape is bad, you know? And I don't really like rapists. And people making it much easier for rapists to just exist. You know, like, if nothing else, like, it's such a serious allegation. It's, like, the worst thing you could accuse a person of. Well, other than, I guess, raping a kid or something. But, you know.
Yeah.
They should probably die for it.
I think God was probably right when he said, "Thou shalt not lie."
Yeah.
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
Cancels my Crunchyroll. Yeah, I mean,
Crunchyroll wouldn't be so bad if they had an uncensored mode. Seriously, what's the point of setting your profile to 18 plus if you're stuck on censored TV versions? That's a fair point. Apparently, I don't know if you've heard the news, but now they also acquired Right Stuff Anime, and they are also taking all of the erotica off of the website. They're just removing it completely. They want to be clean, quote unquote, you know. Looks like Pharisee's back on the menu, boys. Yayo, yayo, yayo.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Is everybody has a really good reason to just pirate everything. Because, I mean,
Everyone's gonna go searching for the One Piece.
yeah, I mean, why?
Crunchyroll's shutting down Right Stuff. Not immediately, but yeah, all the stuff on Right Stuff is eventually gonna be on Crunchyroll. They're all gonna put it all in one spot.
Oh, interesting. So, the Street Fighter people believe the allegations, but the Devil May Cry people didn't, and are keeping him.
Yeah, that is interesting.
That's cool. At least someone's standing up for him.
Everyone's got their own opinions, I suppose.
This nonsense again. Look, I told you before. No kindred would ever ally themselves with those humans. This is a subterfuge, a trick to start a civil war. And apparently, it's worked.
You can't be clean with anime. It's part of the flavoring that people enjoy about anime. You know, I've heard that said a couple times. I don't think it's 100% true. If you go back and look at, like, older anime, you'll notice that they don't have nearly as much sexual fan service in there. That's really more of a new thing that's just been happening the past, like, 10 or so, 15 or so years. That they started pushing sexual fan service in every single show that comes out. And I think it's more like a marketing decision that, like, publishers make or, like, editors push because they know it'll increase sales.
I have always had the opinion that it's really bad when... I've always really... Okay, so in I think it's worse in anime to avoid sex and then have sex in weird places.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
so, like, in Sword Art Online, it's very obvious that the main character and the female character had sex. But there's no, like, erotic content to it. There's no, like, kissing or whatever. However, if you watch, like, we were over a friend's house and they had Fairy Tale on. And, like, that show has a frame rate of about one panning, like, shot every single,
slideshow animes.
30 seconds of a panning shot and then another 30 seconds of another panning shot with dialogue over it. And there was like the blonde girl is like being attacked by a tentacle monster, right? And she's like bound up and like trying to free herself in the picture. It's not even animated, it's just a picture. And she's like, ah, and like the voice actor's like making those noises. I think that is like a weird perversion to like I think that is worse than having just like straight up
Well, you
regular.
see, like, you have that in your basic shonen anime, right? Where like it doesn't really quite fit. It's just like there to get teenage boys horny.
Mhm.
But then you have like shows where it does fit, like Keijo. Like if Keijo had no fan service in it, it would just be weird.
Mhm.
It just wouldn't
Yes.
work. So there's like places for it, and there's also places where it's just not done very well. And I'm not gonna do a spread shot argument that all fan service is good. Not all fan service is good. Some of it's fucking distracting. And
I'm still
ruins
not.
it.
I'm still not entirely sure what fan service actually is.
People use that term to just refer to anything that's done for like the fans to enjoy, but most people use the term specifically for the sexual or fetishy stuff.
Well, like the entire thing is supposed to be something the fans enjoy, right?
Yeah, but some
So-
fans don't enjoy it. That's
so-
the funny part about.
My thinking is like a definition of fan service would be the stuff the fans are begging for but don't really want. You know, something that doesn't really make the piece better, but
Yeah.
fans of it kind of want it for some reason that's like.
It's like that
sort of-
joke with like the pizza, but it has like pineapple and fish and bacon and all this weird ingredients on top of it, and then the text reads like, "My story after I've incorporated everybody's feedback."
Right, right.
But Keijo's very good, and it's one of those shows that's made to capitalize on like sex jokes and you know, sexy fun like that.
Anyway, about this, what should I pick? I mean, like, I essentially don't really care what he's doing to the Anarchs, but I want him to treat me better. Oh, it's also a derogatory term by the left to refer to actually giving the fans what they want as opposed to woke garbage they need.
Yeah, right. We need to educate your audience.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling 3 too.
As of this moment, there is no bloodline against Nines Rodriguez. The Quaichin have revealed that love. They want us to war against each other? Well, for that, I propose an alliance with the Allies. Together, we kindred shall drive out these foreigners once and for all. It's not a matter of trust. It's a matter of who they dislike more, the Camarilla or the Quaichin. The Quaichin killed their last leader and threatened all of our kind. I think they agree to an alliance.
I suppose you want me to talk to them then?
Go to the last battle. Tell them the Quaichin have admitted to killing Kraut, and the bloodline against Nines Rodriguez is officially over. Tell them I have realized the true threat the Quaichin pose and wish to negotiate a pact. You will be my emissary for the alliance, so naturally you speak on behalf of the Camarilla. Choose your words carefully.
Yes, I will put more experience points into persuasion.
Yes, sir.
The prosperity of all the city's kindred depends on your success tonight.
Speaking of, I gotta look up how you heal wounds in the tabletop. then their future's in good hands. I have persuasion skill. Okay, persuasion 7. I have a seduction 10. Who wants some fuck? Hmm?
Was it Fairy Tale or One Piece where the author was told to diversify body types, which he responded, no? It must have been Fairy Tale, because One Piece there are multiple fat characters. There are multiple different body types in One Piece in general. Although people just, like, take out of context the only pretty girl characters, and they're like, he draws all his women the same. And it's like, no, you don't watch it. Stop pretending like you watch it. Yeah, right now Western entertainment is in dire need of fan service. Yeah, I think that's why a lot of Americans latch on to that the sexual fan service in anime too. It's because they've been so deprived of it that they feel protective when they finally get to see it.
Yeah. I think a certain amount of, like, eroticism is not bad.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Like, they edited out from the new version of Mass Effect 2, they edited out this ass shot of, what's her name? God, the perfect person, where she's, like, biologically engineered to be perfect or whatever, and she has a body that's, like, fine. She's like,
okay.
She's, like, super average looking, but they're like, I was genetically engineered to be perfect, and it's like, you look her up and down, it's like, okay. Whatever. I mean, you're fine. It's okay. Miranda. Okay. So, in that scene, when I was playing it, I was like, fuck this bitch. She's such a nasty bitch. And I was going to pick the option where I was like, yelling at her or whatever. And that's the last point where you have an opportunity to do the romance with her. And then they pan the camera behind her. And it kind of reminds you that she's also a girl. And it's also a romance option. And then it makes you think, like, well, maybe if I pursue this in a less aggressive path, there's more to learn about this character. Because they obviously have put enough dialogue in here that this is probably a romance option. And so when I saw that, I empathized with the character more. It wasn't that I was, like, horny and was like, oh, I want to see sex scene with character. It was a reminder that this is a character with more depth than just to be your antagonist. She's in your party. She's not just your manager. Right. So it was a really intelligent move to put that ass shot where it was, because up until that point you have no real reason to not be angry with her. You can follow a thread of conversation where you're only antagonistic back to her. But in that conversation, they're using more techniques to try to reel you back and make you kind of reconsider, try to redeem the character. Right. And so they're showing the character from literally different perspectives. You're seeing different camera angles in that conversation than you previously saw. They show her not just from, like, an ass shot, they show her from behind, they show her from the side. I remember them doing a bunch of weird camera work, and I was like, why are they doing that? And then I realized, because they're trying to literally make you see her differently. And it was intelligent. It was a smart move. And, Or Honeydews, like, that edit was enough for me not to buy the game. Same. That's exactly why I didn't get it. The model they got for Miranda was extremely attractive. She does a lot of fan service in the show Chuck Lamau. She was fine.
I think when it comes to that type of fan service or sexual nature in stories type stuff, it really does have to be judged by a case-by-case basis. Like, you can critique whatever you want, obviously. But, execution is key.
I think avoiding all...
Whoa. Zipping around at the speed of sound.
I think avoiding all sexual content just leads to weirdo stuff being everywhere. I think a certain amount should be permissible. I think even a certain amount is, like, advisable. It's my issue is mainly...
My issue is when it's distracting.
And, like, well...
When it distracts from the story and what I should be paying attention to.
Yeah, I would argue the same about, like, chibi moments, though, and those aren't exactly fan service. Well, maybe fans like them, but I hate them. I actively despise them and make me angry. It raises my blood pressure.
Yeah, I think with those chibi goofy moments, it really depends once again, but
Not
yeah.
one chibi moment should
Well,
survive.
sometimes it adds to the characters to see them interacting with each other in a goofy way. But
Draw them right.
sometimes it's just not a funny joke, and it, once again, just distracts from what you should be paying attention to.
They should draw them right.
Okay.
Bang.
Just
Don't
drop 'em
like
right.
it.
If they were drawn and not chibi, would you be okay with those moments? If it were the same jokes but no chibi?
They often break from what is normal human interactions to try and do an extra lol so random moment, and they'll hit each other. They'll physically strike each other. If someone hit me, I would be incensed and immediately beat them in the face, because that's always what's happened in my life, is whenever someone's like hit me as a joke, I've punched them right in the face.
Yes. Okay.
Allow me sarcophagus.
So interesting.
Sketchy Jar says, "Damn, that's kind of true. I like drawing chibi, but I don't like them in shows."
Yeah.
Yeah. Brutal.
It's like some people are like trained by anime to think it's okay to just like take a swing, and it's like, no, it's not gonna work out. There was some girl at my school, she was talking about Star Trek, or she asked me if I liked Star Trek. I was like, yeah, I've watched some of it, but it was never really like my thing, you know. It's like I enjoyed some episodes, but I wouldn't necessarily like call myself a fan, you know, like as in a sort of like nerd / metalhead sense of like, well, you respect the gate, right? You're not really a fan because you haven't earned it. Like, you don't really like it enough to call yourself a fan. That's what I was saying. It's like, yeah, you're a fan, and I'm not quite on your level. I can appreciate certain aspects, but I'm not into it.
Right.
And
That's
so I was saying that, and then she hit me, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I hit her really hard, and then she like fell. Like, I punched her like not off. She didn't fall on the ground. She staggered a bunch of steps and like had to re-get her balance. It's like, don't hit me. It's like, and I was like, what are you even thinking? You're an adult. I could kill you. What the fuck are you even? That's not what I said. I said something else. And she got like upset, and then we were in a conversation again, and then she thought she'd try it again, and it was like, this is never a good idea.
Did you not learn, lady?
I will beat you until you learn. You don't look yourself.
Don't open it. Whatever you do not open the unconscious.
Don't show things involving chibi to Adam, noted. Oh yeah, don't. He hates it.
I hate them.
He hates it. I drew like some panels slightly more cartoony in Horizon Quest, and he was like, fix it. No.
I had you keep one of them. The where he's saying a knight.
Oh,
He's giving the thumbs up.
Pac-Man eyes.
Yeah, the eyes. I thought that was.
I thought
funny.
it was funny looking though.
Yeah. And then she fixed it. She made him regular eyes, and I was like, nah, it was good with the yeah.
Yeah, right. This is the point where I convinced opening the sarcophagus was a bad idea. True equality. Italian blood is strong in this one.
Despite what I said, is that
I think I did say something like equality or something.
Get equality'd on.
Yeah, I think I actually did say get equality'd. I think I said get equality'd, motherfucker. Yeah, I remember. I don't know. It was some like fucking meme to like hit people in the nuts at some point, and like
Yeah, right.
it's like people would like act like it hurts so much, and they go over like, ooh, you know, to like, I don't know, it's like, yeah, I have a penis, don't worry, and then they like act it out like they're super in pain. It's like, yeah, things hurt, but rage is more powerful. I don't understand what these people are doing where they like fall over when they get hit in the nuts. I got hit in the nuts by this guy, and I grabbed him by the throat and slammed him against a wall, and I was like, I was like incensed. He started crying and like begging, and I was just like, what on earth would possess you to think you could just, like, I would rather die than not physically hurt you. I would die to kill you right now. It's like,
Jeez.
what on earth is that mentality of like, haha, random hidden nuts, and it's like, what do you think, you're in a chibi mode? I'll kill you. Just like a lunatic. It's like they think it's going to be like some Looney Tunes scene.
I can't really relate. Girls don't just randomly hit each other, but you know.
Neither do men. Only dead men do this. It is a mistake. And he never looked me in the eyes again. And my life was vastly improved.
Glomping. Well, glomping is hugging. It's not actually attacking.
Oh, it was so cute when Trisha like did a jumping hug on me.
Yeah.
There's an intangible sensation I haven't been able to put my finger on since I came to town. I still don't know where it seeps from. But if the sarcophagus is a possibility,
Yaoi paddle
to
then.
eliminate that chance, it should remain closed.
I've seen the paddle that says Yaoi on it. I didn't understand, and I still don't really understand. Does that come from something?
Yaoi paddle?
Yeah, I don't know. Is that a girl thing?
Can you teach me these methods, Adam? Well, if their neck is too fat for you to grab hold of it, as with this guy, you want to curl your fingers around his windpipe and press into his neck, past the jugular veins. So they start seeing, so it starts going black for them, because you don't want them to be able to resist you as you destroy them.
Hate the backwards in entertainment when they act like a woman getting kicked and the peach has no effect. Even the kick's force is nullified. Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, like this girl kicked me hit me in the nuts or something, and then I kicked her really hard in the groin, so hard she like popped off the ground a little bit, and then she just like fell and like banged her knees super hard, and I was assuming that she was like in pain from
Why are there
her.
so many stories of you and girls hitting each other?
Listen, foolish people
Oh my god.
attack me, and they this was in like middle school. This is like a totally different thing. This is not an adult.
Middle school? What?
Yeah.
How long has this been going down?
Well, no, it was middle school. I kicked a girl in the fork, and then it was like college when this like insane woman punched me in the shoulder. It's like, what do you think is going to happen?
It was a wooden paddle that they used to randomly hit other people at cons. From the little I know, people would paddle your booty with the paddle. There was Yuri, then etc., but the Yaoi one was the most popular. If someone hit me with a paddle, I would be very enraged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that wouldn't.
At a convention when I'm already feeling uncomfortable and claustrophobic with all these weirdos walking around, somebody hits me with a paddle, they would be dead.
Yeah, they might just die.
I also carry a knife with me when I go to those
Yeah,
conventions.
I'm always.
That's dangerous. Don't hit anyone with a paddle, guys. I would see that as an attack, for sure.
Mr. Skeptic, what are you talking about?
Danger came from an antediluvian design. It's merely a possibility, a fraction of a percentage chance. Money mistake.
I've seen videos of girls getting kicked in the fork and they react to pain. Yes, yeah. I mean, we don't have balls, obviously, but it is still sensitive skin down there.
Yeah, she said it was bruised.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not what I would call an intelligent decision.
Smacking someone's ass with a paddle is both assault and battery and sexual harassment. Yes, correct.
You get so.
And it doesn't matter if you're a woman.
Yeah, you get.
I will press charges.
Yeah, you get so fucking strong when you're mad too.
Superhuman strength.
Like I kicked that bitch off the ground.
Well, I mean, she's a girl though, so it's not really that.
She's pretty heavy. She's not. She doesn't work out.
What was she, fat?
Nah, just like
Lucky this is easier than Kenny.
Cammy.
Adrenaline is a hell of a drug. Hey, Salem LeBlanc, welcome to the chat. We're
Welcome.
talking about hitting women, oddly enough.
Yes.
Someone
Settle
find
down,
that-
Tart and Tiny.
Someone find that clip of that guy slapping everyone at a cookout and impose Chatham's face on it.
What? Okay.
How would you like to get kicked in the groin? Yeah, that's much better, yeah.
Skank sushi. Okay.
We believe in true gender equality in this chat. Equal rights and equal lefts.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Put those back. Should probably make a hard save. Yeah. That girl would then go on to shave all her hair off.
Yeah.
I guess I. Okay, Griffith Park. Am I map traveling to Griffith Park, or am I supposed to know where that is? I'm probably map traveling. I don't remember a park. Oop. Oop. This way. So yeah, I'll tolerate a certain amount of chibi stuff. I mean, my favorite anime is Full Metal Alchemist, and that has a decent amount. But I don't like it.
Yeah.
What you doing?
I choose to believe that Trisha Anger's strength is comparable to when Luffy accidentally got hypnotized. Yeah, maybe something like that. I do also, like, have, anxiety when it comes to confrontation, though. So it wouldn't be pretty. I would probably hit someone, and then I would be an emotional wreck afterwards.
Yeah, I wouldn't have that issue. I would just...
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood has one of my favorite chibi moments in anime when Major Armstrong said, "Your behavior is most suspicious."
I like all the Major Armstrong moments. I like those.
They're always good, yes.
Those
Perfect
are...
human specimen.
Oh, fuck.
What's up?
I have played this far.
Oh. Can I expect something fantastic to happen?
Oh, yeah. Fucking Lowry over here with his celerity. Should have been a Torador.
Epic boss fight time.
Oh, man. This is gonna be...
Oh, this is gonna be a trick, huh?
This is where most people quit. Not most people. A lot of people quit the game earlier than this. A lot of people quit in the sewers. This is where the vast majority of people who didn't finish the game didn't finish it because of.
Oh, okay.
This quest is hard enough, and there's no guides and stuff. So if you can't
Ooh,
figure it out,
lights. How advanced for this game to put a JPEG of lights down there.
I figured this out fine.
Perhaps I should have stuck with Torador. I would have celerity and also presence. I will admit, Dan Fan packing a small dagger is surprising. Well, I mean, you gotta have something if you don't have a gun.
Alright, let's just talk terms. Does he now? You know, we just ended a war with him last month. Does he expect us to do all the fighting while the camera goes looks from the sidelines? Are they ready to go toe to toe with those goddamn things? I still don't trust the phone. Then again, camera didn't have to slide us upon the line. Stuck between a rock and the son of a bitch.
So,
Two.
Seems strange. McCroy wanted to go to war against him all of a sudden. Something's not right. Not what I need, kid. Smell that? Smells like smoke. We gotta get out of here.
Nope.
Kid, we've been followed. That fire's coming from all directions. It's man-made. We gotta get out of here. This is bad.
oh my. It's raining ash.
Fire wasn't sent to kill us. Come on, we gotta get to the tram.
I already know what the problem is. Why do I have to ask?
Nice view. I did it because no one would come looking for me in these parts. This is werewolf country.
We can't take them. I know that. Can't we tell them it wasn't us?
Werewolves don't talk to us. Werewolves don't care. They kill on sight. Now let's move.
Okay. We can't take them. Yeah, we could take them.
No, we can't. You don't understand what these things are capable of. Guns are useless and getting close to suicide. The only thing to do
Oh
is
no.
run.
No,
Let's
it's
get to
the tram.
The tram!
Shit, it's raining. Come on, kid. We gotta get inside that building until it comes down.
Whoa, hey! You just like grabbed him and then committed suicide by jumping off the mountain.
They're not gonna die from falling off a mountain. You haven't seen their stats.
What kills werewolves in this universe?
Nothing.
Nothing?
They're just super fucking strong.
No silver bullets or anything?
They all have fortitude, so... Oh, shit. Fuck. Alright.
Alright. That's too much
Trance?
damage.
Yeah. I was taking a drink, and I just, like...
The power of love. This boss fight gave me some trouble in my first playthrough, but I was actually really excited when I found out you can actually kill it if you solve the puzzle. Damn, for real? Not like Twilight, huh? Damn. That could have gone better. Why does your guy walk all bow-legged in cutscenes?
He's a big fatty. Yeah, so... No, it's not like Twilight. The werewolves in this are quite cool. Oh my god, do I have to go through this, like, goddamn conversation every single time? Can I?
Yeah. Whee!
Great.
Fucking doing some Michael Jackson gliding.
Okay.
Does he now? I still. Something's not.
Quick save afterward this time
We
around.
gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, good night, Gabe. See you next
You
time.
don't understand. I didn't hide out. Werewolf? No. Shit, it's raining. Come on, kid, we gotta get inside that building until it comes down.
Doesn't he have celerity? Why is he so slow? I'll get a save off as soon as it will let me, and then we'll try this multiple times. I'll fight him just so you guys can see what we're dealing with. So I think all werewolves have a certain number of fortitude by default. Okay, game saved.
Did you crash it? Oh, there we go.
That is literally 0 damage? Oh shit. think I need to be in third person for it to look right, because he kicks you, he knocks you all over the place. Fortitude is the auto shrugging off damage thing? Yes. Ah, fuck. So, like, only the Ventru get it? Or not Ventru? Yeah, is it Ventru? Oh, fuck. Come on. Come on, let me in.
Man, you move so slow.
Because I don't have... Yeah, fucking pussy. Go, 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 shit.
Oh man, that's cool. They have an animation for them going inside.
Oh,
That's
oh,
advanced
oh.
for this game. I wasn't expecting that.
Turn on. Is he coming in? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, here we go.
Nope, 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 nope. Let me through the door.
Dodge roll.
Oh, fuck, oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. Jesus. This is a bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
God.
the wrong. Yep. This is cool though.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I like how he chases after you.
So, yeah, Fortitude is like the automatic chance to resist all damage, which is like, for vampires, it's like very rare, but they can have like, werewolves get, like, vampires start with 3 points in disciplines. I think werewolves start with like 12 or something. So they're like, just at base level, they're like way stronger. Something ridiculous like that, or 8. I don't know. Some amount of, you know, a lot. Okay. Ah, shit. Okay.
I lasted him the first time by fucking with the pathfinding AI by just running back and forth between rooms.
Let's see. Help?
Hello? There's a werewolf chasing after me? Oh,
Jesus.
fuck! That was pretty cool.
Okay, okay.
I'll give it up. Gotta give it up for these crashing indoors animations are pretty fucking killer.
Oh, okay, okay. So if I could just... Okay, okay, we're going. In, and go over here. No, I have to get out that door, right? Yeah, let's see. Okay. Fuck. Oh, no, this thing. Open. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Give me a gun. No, one with bullets. Fuck.
Whoa, whoa.
Blood
He
shield.
flipped you.
Okay. Can we just one hit the window?
Not a single one hit. My.
Oh, can my guy get stronger as the sessions continue? Yes. Will he be as strong as a werewolf? No. Oh god. I tried to look through the werewolf rulebook, by the way. It is so cringy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they hired a bunch of like primordial deviant artists.
Oh, no.
There's like so many gay werewolves with like Native American like stuff on. Jesus,
Do
open.
they have muscles, like regular human muscles on them?
They have a lot of ass coming out. Oh, Jesus, come on. And then like all the writing is so cringy. Like it's just one of those like super violent, like these like fantasies about like killing people who go hunting and whatever. It's like
God, that is super cringe.
like all of the lore is like so cucky. It was just so literally gay
One
and
time, somebody wore a fur coat, and it made me mad.
oh no. What was that sound? Where?
Werewolf. Wow.
Jesus. Oh, no, how?
You ever like fall from jumping slow?
Are you fucking kidding me? That's what is that? Bulletproof glass? Jesus. Okay, it's fine. Open.
Wow.
Let me in.
Nice.
Okay, this is not what I need to do. To start. Fuck. Fair enough. Go back out. Should take him a while to get through the door.
Yeah.
Gotta take this line nice and tight. Going up.
See, I will walk this line.
Going down. Doing it. He didn't fall for it. Oh no.
Okay, here we go. Nice.
Killed the werewolf.
Nice.
I don't know if I would bet on him being
And then you
dead.
get a little bit closer, and then he grabs you. That's a pretty decent werewolf model, considering how low poly it is. Looks scary.
Yeah, no, they did a really good job.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to him. The fuck is wrong with me?
All right.
Am I like limping? Do they think this is how people walk?
You're doing a cool walk, man.
Okay. This is a moment I would have loved to see in a remake. Yeah. So werewolves in the tabletop have by default they have fortitude, meaning which is a rare vampire skill, which is you roll a certain number of dice depending on your rank in fortitude, and the ones that roll 6 or higher automatically reduce 1 point of damage. And in this system, max hit points are 7. So 1 point of damage is a shit ton of damage. So I think werewolves can start with like 4 or 5 points. So no matter what you do to them, no matter how serious the damage is, even if you're shooting them with a flamethrower, you could... Oh, did you buy the flamethrower? Yeah, I did buy the flamethrower. It wouldn't have worked on him. I think he just resists all damage. So even if you shot them with like a lightning bolt, they would still roll those fortitude dice to reduce the damage. If you shot them with a gun, I'm pretty sure that literally does no damage. Like, they don't have to roll for it. I think it's just no damage. Yeah. So in the game, they're like representing that by just having him not die at all to any of your damage. But realistically, he would just, not take a lot. So like, if you shot him, you'd roll like we were looking at the stats of a Howdah pistol, like a tiger hunting pistol, almost like a elephant gun type of thing. If you shot that at a werewolf, it would be 4 dice. So you'd roll 4 dice, and then the ones that were actually the guns wouldn't do anything, right? What would be like damage they could actually take? I don't even know. Well, I guess if well, yeah, so if you, so let's say you have your magic vampire claws that deal damage to werewolves. You'd roll like, I mean, you have a chance of doing some damage. It's not like completely bleak, but.
Eric Lowry asks, is there a silver bullet, literal or figurative, for werewolves?
Is there silver bullet, literal or figurative for werewolves?
Still awake?
You might-
Something on your mind?
You might be right. Oh yeah, so this is a Lacuna Coil poster. If you can see it with the normal resolution. And this is...
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, hey. What are you doing in my apartment?
All you hear is bad news lately. Anybody feel the same way? Feel like the world's cracking at the seams? Why don't we make that the topic for tonight? And if that doesn't...
D&D character, your standard archer until the full moon is out, then he becomes a werewolf in a wheelchair.
Ah, wonderful.
Yeah.
9-5, you're all looking for it.
Wake up. Relax. Baby, I can make a move.
And why is that?
Well, you're lucky I got you first. Anyone else can be a pile of sinners right now.
I'm sorry to hear it.
Croy put out the word. He says you're in league with the Kuei Jin, Bing Xiao's puppet. And you're the one who set up knives for him. So he's making it all out. And now your death is a big bullet point in his new Unity campaign. The Bloodlight.
I think you're right.
I hear it.
I think he's at a 5. He's at a 5, humanity. This motherfucker.
He had to turn things around on you real quick since we found out about the Bing Xiao. It's gonna be, man, they must have killed you at 9. Now LaCroix is playing the victim. The way he tells it, you were like his own child. He trusted you with so much. And you took full advantage, sold out to the Kuei Jin and cost people their hero. They're saying 9 to the dead and you killed them.
Whoa, here's a rare event.
Hmm.
You know, respected things play out. Go ahead.
LaCroix would never. He's my daddy. He gave me $300 once.
I hear you.
When you first talk to him, you can ask him for money, and he's like, sure. He just gives you $150.
Yeah, right? What a nice guy.
I know that. Come on. Look, I'm here to help you. Again. But damn it, it's time.
Time for what?
Time to make a choice.
Did Nines make it out of Griffith Park?
I hope you live to find out.
What the hell am I supposed to do?
You're gonna have to stay off the street and stay on the move. That's open season on your ass. The Empire's gonna be busting in from Sacramento to join in on this one.
Bring him on.
Back. You need protection more than back. Friends, the last thing we want to be without them. You have to get out of here.
I was one of those ones.
I got a driver who takes you where you need to go. Interesting guy, you'd like him. But this place is being watched. He's across Santa Monica by the junkyard. You get there, he'll get you out of town.
All right.
I'll call it control.
Alright, good luck. Hope you make it out of Santa Monica, baby. I'd like to see how this turns out.
Do I have any new emails? Okay. The Master. True Master has played the entire game before the first move. Okay, and then what's the next one? I have a certain financial interest in a restaurant in Hollywood called the Cavaletti Cafe. Made an offer on the establishment. More than generous, but it seems that the owners are remiss to accept. It is my understanding that a food critic named Tommy Flayton will be writing an article about the restaurant very soon. Please intercept him there and make sure the review is unfavorable. I'll get right on it. That was all the emails? Yeah.
So, if vampires came from Cain, where did werewolves come from?
Gaia, I think? Alright, leaving my apartment. Time to take all my
It's that guy.
blood packs.
Eric Lowry, this is my least favorite part of the game. Lots of combat compared to the amount of dialogue. Don't forget to check the Lunchables.
Of course. Oh, shit.
Open season.
Um,
This is for sure a Masquerade violation.
hoping I could snack on you after, but it seems I was mistaken.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
What do we got over there? More? I'm looking for a fight.
Basically, a henchwoman wants to protect the villain, so powered up by her love, she blasts a jutsu that affects the whole planet, switching Boruto and the villain in everyone's memory. I feel like I heard someone complain about that before. But, no, I've not seen Boruto.
Don't have enough blood. Try to do what I did the other guys. Okay. Mercurio has to help me. Right? The guy's the male Toreador model. I noticed, I was thinking, does he have some kind of like Toreador buff?
Picked up a Spaz 15 this morning. Clean, oiled, and just waits to put a hole through something. Interesting.
Oh, you know, I forgot I had a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Do you have any blood packs, buddy? What's going on here? What do we got? Garbage here? Shotguns?
I need blood, man.
My flamethrower, 150. You know what? I think now's the time to spend my money.
Well, you certainly have plenty of it.
Okay, max 300. Can I buy any more?
Gurgi fell asleep with his tongue out.
You know, buddy, listen. I helped you out quite a bit. You know what I mean? Yeah? Can I not,
Before you see the immediate fallout of Boruto suddenly being hated by everyone he loves, the manga ends. The chapter ends with Naruto taking his new son home, and the next chapter time skips 4 years. God damn.
Jock shots swimsuit shoot? Okay. Sure. I was wondering what was in that crate this whole time. Alright. No blood bags.
Are ghouls good to feed on?
You can feed on ghouls, yes. It's a little bit like counterproductive. I don't know if someone's really powerful, I would assume that they would have some sort of influence on you if you fed on them. Gimbals, prosthetics. There's nobody on the beach that I can feed on, right? Thin bloods, I don't think I can feed on. Well, I'm gonna pop by the asylum. Jeanette's my waifu. She's got the... Well, actually... Oh, shit. Give me... Get fucked. Oh, man, that takes so much ammo. I should have been more careful. Yeah, buddy? Think you're bad?
Yes. Die.
Alright. My Second Amendment right, motherfucker.
Just as the Founding Fathers intended.
You know what? Mercurio's right here. He owes me. Let me buy a little bit more ammo. I would assume that if you fed on a ghoul of like a powerful vampire, you would then be kind of vulnerable to their blood bond. Okay. suppose I should have been able to reload and then get more, but the enemies might respawn, but it's probably better that I have a flamethrower than not. I could go into the blood bank and see if I could grab some people, but I don't have like any. Oh yeah, it's like locked up for the quest. I don't have like any anything to even trance with, so it was an impenetrable dumpster of
Yeah, right.
For a minute I thought you were gonna unleash your Italian rage on him. Hey,
I'm walking here.
Is it finally time to go through here? No.
Don't they also not like you due to letting Lily free?
Lily free. Oh, yeah, I was just gonna feed on somebody. I wasn't gonna ask. I was gonna drain a bitch. Okay. So it looks like the only way through is to go down onto the beach, onto the boardwalk, and then back up. Is that right?
So everything you'd like to see is just mentioned as happened off screen during the time skip and never shown. I'm not a writer, but doesn't that just seem wrong? Yeah, I would say so. You are totally justified in your critiquing of that choice.
Okay. Alright, so we got some blood to work with.
It's better than nothing.
Get fucked.
Nice. Flamethrower is the best.
Yeah, I was shocked you're allowed to buy one from a fucking fat black dude behind a truck. But, who am I to argue? Come get some, motherfuckers. Eat shit.
Just as the game intended.
Just as the founding fathers intended. You know what? I don't think you're worth the fire, bitch. Oh shit, maybe you are.
Oh my god, he's
Boss.
so tanky.
Okay. Let me just pop on by my favorite spot. What do you mean locked? You've seen too much.
Yum. Hobo neck. Oh, goddamn. Did not have very good blood.
Where to?
Anywhere but here.
No humanity lost. I guess this is a dire situation. Well, he witnessed vampire. Oh, hey.
Interesting.
We actually get a scene of us driving with him. Appreciated.
Recently made the acquaintance of Mr. Jack. He intrigued me very much. There are so few like him these nights, I think. But then I knew when I heard from a little mudkip without the city. It sounds as if there are many who seem to sway the children of Cain to their side. And who believe they shape the destiny of the blood. You work for Mr. Bloodlight, don't you?
Hmm.
Yeah, he's got a good voice. Got a good voice on him.
Hmm.
The echo also kind of makes him extra spooky. Even though we're in a cab and it probably shouldn't echo. This is where we pick our ending.
Oh, really?
That's what he says. I don't know how true that is, but I'm just chat reader.
Hmm.
I'd go for the Anarch ending, personally, is what Eric Lowry says. Oh, good night, Gil. See you next time.
Something powerful, I can tell. Interesting. If all LaCroix's plans hinge on the contents of the sarcophagus, what would he and you do if there was nothing inside? Good point, but I'll take my chances.
I will drop you off downtown if you've made your decision to pledge allegiance to LaCroix. It is a shame, though, that the analog experiment must come to an end. I suppose Nino also did not last forever.
I've wanted to see the Camarilla ending since I started the game many years ago.
Well, then do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit the gas, will you?
Well,
Yeah.
Standing up on the taxi. Oh, fuck.
A reflection in a vampire game I call shenanigans?
There's
Well,
technically 2 Camarilla endings.
Oh, interesting. I wanted to side with LaCroix. I thought he was an interesting character. So I wanted to see if it would allow me to...
One with LaCroix and one with Maximilian Strauss.
I don't think
Oh.
LaCroix's expecting you. In fact, he told me I should detain you if you should come in.
Really? You're just trying to get me alone for a few minutes, aren't you?
All right. Go on up.
What do you mean weapons not allowed? I can't just kill this guy?
Like privileges for this.
Oh, just in case.
Yeah, you should have seduced him. Just for the lulz. Are you nuking the entire world, son?
I sent you to organize a truce, and Nines Rodriguez is dead. Explain yourself.
A werewolf killed Nines, there was a fire, and we were attacked by werewolves.
Fire. Yes. It all makes sense. The
Well, I'm
great
glad I'm
ship
so
was
good at
fully
explaining
set
myself.
fire. The fire triggered the wrath of the werewolves.
Wraith of the werewolves.
Kindred never walked away
Yeah.
from a werewolf attack.
They tried.
Make yourself indispensable.
So you'll call the blood hunt against me?
Of course, you're innocent. You're an asset to me. I'll take care of you. But there's one last thing I need you to do for me. The last order of business before we sleep easy. My protege. It's time I told you about power.
You got my attention.
Power is life to our kind. Those without power disintegrate into the nights of the past. Hundreds of names I know once instilled fear, now unknown. You see, it's not enough to attain power. One must also maintain power. And that sarcophagus is power. Its contents will maintain our rule for centuries to come.
Sweet.
I felt it. All have felt it since it appeared.
Can do. The dialogue, if you seduce Chuck much earlier in the game, is actually quite funny. I bet.
No problem. I'm gonna need some money to make it happen. You've cost me a lot of money. I need some
2,000.
Oh.
That's a big pay raise.
I need a lot more.
Of course.
Hey.
I'll be
Where's
back
the rest of
with
the
key.
money? He didn't. He's supposed to give me more money.
It's okay.
You have your
You should give me more money.
How much money do you have right now?
I don't know. I have to look in my wallet item, wherever it is in this fucking pixelated nightmare.
Imagine just opening up your wallet and there's fucking almost $4,000 in there.
I think I have to level
Your
up to
wallet of holding.
Yeah, he didn't give me any more than 2,000. All right. I'm curious where the gorilla went. So Nines is super dead, right?
where to?
Alright,
Oh, interesting.
so go buy your equipment, I guess.
I need to
Whatever
get-
you need.
Back to my haven. Interesting. I wonder where it'll send me to.
Still awake? Something on your mind? Give me
You're
a
still
call.
here?
323-KI5.
Get going.
Weird.
I did. Fuck you.
Hey, all you night owls. There's the hip.
So
Dead of
the
night.
free roaming.
Where to?
One advantage of siding with LaCroix is you don't have to fight his bodyguard. I want to see the Maximilian Strauss ending too, because I am a Tremere, but I've always wanted to see the Camarilla ending. I need to buy blood. Kind of.
Need a fix?
Whoa. You.
I didn't realize this guy would ever let me buy blood. He only has one of each.
Just buy them all.
Yeah, I suppose so. Oh, he has infinite of each. Okay.
Ah.
Let me get Elder Vitae. Oh, I already have some? I get a blue blood pack. Yeah, why not? I got the money.
Where to?
Yeah. LaCroix hooks you up.
What does he send me if I need weapons? Tripp's Pawn Shop? Take me to Mercurius? What does Tripp's Pawn Shop have?
Hey there. What's up?
Oh, Trip.
Alright, here's what we got.
Hey, bro.
Beneath your abilities. Alright, Trip, give me flamethrower fuel. I promise I won't do anything illegal with it. Ammo full. It's not full.
Boom.
Where to?
I would load
Quick
down with
saving.
blood packs. I guess I should spend some more money.
Fix?
You know, when I pass that persuasion check, how do I get more money? It's not with the money command. I know that. Give money. Hold on. Give. Well, yeah. I mean, but what do you got? Give. Oh, give weapon fizz cannon. I don't think that's allowed. Money. Cash. Dollar. No. Oh, that's not.
Where to?
Oh no, I was still need to buy blood.
Need a fix?
Yeah. Okay. It's final fight.
Where to?
Yeah, it's time to finish this.
Find player money, add X.
Is the light of king which makes our fate.
Kane, you believe that shit? Bible, what?
Alright. Find player. Let me save in case this is completely wrong. No offense. What? Find player.
Dot money add, and then whatever money you want added.
And then oop. Like that. Should be just
It's not a big deal, but
players not defined. Really should be
it
like
might be case sensitive. He adds.
really? Oh. Find player dot
Oh, do you have to put in your name after find player?
I doubt it. Really? Oh, okay.
There you go. There you go.
Give me my $2,000. All right. Oh. Holy shit.
Ah, damn ninjas.
Might I also add I would have liked to visit my sluts before this, but the cabbie wouldn't drop me off there. So I would like to start at full blood, if I may.
Sure.
I would have put that in if the ninjas didn't attack me. So, anyway. Let's do this. I'll use this if my katana fails me. Oh, door's locked? How could they? How did I get here? Oh, this is the front gate and then that's her? Okay. Oh, celerity. Who knew I had it? This is... My blood isn't dropping. Fuck. Okay. Can I now... Okay, good. Now these are humans, so I should be able to drain them if I get a chance. Maybe not human, but like ghouls. The lower someone's health is, theoretically, the easier it is to feed on them, I believe, so... What we got? Ammo, yeah. Ammo full. Sure. NATO round. Is this... Wow. They have 2-2-3 rounds instead of 5-5-6 in this. An actual ninja. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I must say, I've seen a boatload of ants just randomly crawling around the house, and not a single one of them in those bait traps.
Yeah, the guy's got a crossbow. Alright. Let me fucking get some blood packs in me. Oops. Jesus Christ, he's automatically closing doors.
Bastards.
What the fucking...
I don't know. It's a mystery. Wow. Ah! God damn these ninjas.
Need some
Nice.
snack. Get some
Oh,
soak.
man.
Okay.
If only he had higher quality blood.
I know, right? For the amount of damage he does, you'd think.
Slurp, slurp.
You fucker. They all died? God damn. I feel like there's more to explore around here.
Oh, there's one.
He dodge rolled my fucking... You spend a little bit of blood to make a little bit of blood. Right. A full ninja and still nothing.
Yeah, brutal.
Got the camera. Just
Only
zipped around.
bitches have good blood.
Who's shooting a crossbow? Someone like inside the house?
Someone who has a juicy body full of blood, I'll tell you what.
I guess. I don't know, maybe I should... Persuasion... I could increase my persuasion, although... I don't know. I wonder what kind of character I'll play next. I have to go to the bathroom though.
Yeah, go ahead. So chat, how you been doing? Are you enjoying the suck in Vampires Masquerade Bloodlines? I guess we're getting close to the end of the story now. I vote Malkavian next playthrough. I guess that makes sense. Since you appreciate... Okay, go lay down, buddy. Since you appreciate being a Malkavian when you've already played through the story once. You've got an hour or so of gameplay left. Yeah. Part of me is thinking, should we just like end the stream here and save it for next time? Or should we just charge on and do another late night? I'm already feeling the zonk.
You want to end the stream here?
I don't know if we should just like charge on through and just like finish everything, or if we should just end it here and save it for later.
Ending it here would be fine, I think. Because I want to try a second. I want to try the Strauss ending too. I want to know what the ending is for just okay for standard Camarilla, but then I also want to see the Tremere like Strauss ending. You know.
Okay.
I think it also makes a little bit more sense to go talk to Strauss as he's your clan when the Camarilla has sent out a blood hunt. Trying to
Eric
explain
Lowry
yourself.
says, I support this plan, and also notes that he also needs to go to bed.
Yes.
So maybe we'll just wrap it up here. Happy story?
Oh yeah, we have sinned greatly. Oh, I don't mind talking about stuff like current events and whatever, but I always feel bad leaving people with a sour taste in their mind.
Yeah. I also feel like, on live stream, just like spit talking, I maybe don't portray myself as well versed as I would like.
Yeah, it's like yeah, like in the middle of like playing a game, like giving a
Yeah, and
opinion
also
is,
like we're breaking up our dialogue every now and then to switch topics, and
Mhm,
it's
mhm.
complicated stuff.
So yeah.
Charge on. Well, we'll do it next time. We'll do both endings next time.
Yeah, we'll do both endings. Although, yeah, we'll do both endings next time, and then if we have like extra time, we'll mess around with like character ideas or something. Yeah, I wanna go back to. I'm like fired up to try and figure out how to get the different clans to the different mods to work. I'm super excited to do another playthrough. Honestly, now that I've like gotten through most of the game, but yeah, I'm not so good at getting like mods to function. So
Sometimes mods just don't do,
that's right. Yes, sometimes they just don't do. Mods have also gotten much easier to install over the years. So anyway, yeah. Happy story though, like a happy sentiment to leave you folks on. What do we do? Yeah, Vampires Masquerade is a game. The joke about Vampires Masquerade is anytime you mention Vampires the Masquerade Bloodlines, anyone who sees the mention of it is like, man, I should reinstall that.
Yeah.
This is not the perfect game, but goddamn, if there was ever a game that deserved a really good sequel, it would be this.
They have
For
like
sure.
genuinely a lot of good ideas and like decent passion that was put into the game. And that's very easy to see when you play through it. If it had that nice polish with it, it would be a very, very great game. I'm sure.
Much like Deus Ex. I haven't played the original Deus Ex, but I loved Deus Ex Human Revolution. I kind of hated the cucky sort of like discrimination, cybernetics, blah blah blah, whatever. But some of the endings were based, and I was like surprised that at the end you could just be like, yeah, that's all garbage, and then your character says so much. It was funny. There was a review of the game from like The Escapist, which I used to watch quite a bit, and then they gave The Witcher 2 a bad review, and I was like, man, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So I stopped watching it for a while, and then I heard they were like doing like lefty stuff, so I was like,
Well,
ick.
yeah, nothing lost there then.
Yeah, I used to love that website, but yeah, no, it was funny. The voice actor responded to the guy's review. It was like, no matter what you do, it's the same like ending where they just give you like blah 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 stuff, and it's like always the same no matter what you pick. And he's like, dude, I spent hours. He's like, I spent well over 30 hours recording just ending. It was multiple sessions, like full days of work of recording so many different parts of the ending. There's a different line about like every quest depending on how well you did in the game. Don't tell me there's one ending. like the voice actor watched the review and was pissed. He was like, shut the fuck up.
That's brutal.
Hot take, I also didn't like The Witcher 2. I thought it was like the combat was so like perfect in concept. Obviously there's like some janky elements to it, and it's so tight that like when it goes wrong it's very aggravating, but it didn't annoy me enough to not like it. I really liked it. It really captured the feeling from the books. The third game was like kind of fine, but like as you level up it gets way less fun. You get way too strong. You don't feel like Geralt anymore. I would have much rather play as, in the third game, a Witcher from like a school that you choose. Like you choose which school you want to go into, and then you have different like starting paths, and like do it kind of like clans where you. I found the combat to be very frustrating to the point where it killed my desire to continue playing.
That sounds like my experience.
I fucking loved it. Yeah, Trisha's bad and you're bad. You both suck. I played the combat and I was like, fuck yeah, this is exact.
I remember hearing him talk about how much he loved it, and I was like, oh man, I should give this a shot. And then I played and I'm like,
Trisha played
this
it
is
post Soy
for-
Boy patch where it made it super easy.
This is for a specific type of brain.
Boo, so bad. I loved it. I loved how impossible it felt, because when you're reading the stories, it feels like everybody's so like mortal that like when he kills somebody, it feels like kind of difficult, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's certain parts where they're like, of course he would win, but how it's written, it feels very very tight, very tense. He's always getting like torn open and stuff. It's yeah. I'm glad you're in my corner, Trisha.
Yeah, you don't have to be alone.
Boo! Get good, nerds. No, I could see the combat being in the forest when you're fighting Kikimoras. I thought they were terrible, because if you just spam attack, you win, and if you mess up trying to do anything sort of fancy, you die, because they just like kind of bowl over you, and they can kind of So, and the elves are bugged. Like, they have a bugged animation where if they're shooting a bow, sometimes they'll instantly have a sword in their hand when you try to attack them.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to learn how to not trigger that glitch to do better against the elves. But fuck, it was so exciting to be like swinging at someone, and then as they would get, you figure, okay, this is about when they start blocking, and you hit them with a shockwave spell, and they just keep on pounding into them. It's so satisfying. But anyway, how to leave you guys on a positive sentiment. Well, I guess the white pill I saw today was like there was a crime I won't specify about that happened in my town from some residents of another town of a particular diverse category, and they beat up a mother. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't specify the crime. Sorry, they committed a crime of certain severity, and the comments were all remarkably based. They were all like, they were all like very cynical about like leftism, etc. And like, I've seen some lawn signs that were pretty frustrating around my town, but to see tons of likes on comments,
Seeing a lot more Trump signs out too.
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a couple anonymous accounts that were obviously like localized anonymous accounts, not just people roaming around the internet. Like, people wanted to say stuff and didn't want to use their regular account, and they made a new account so they could talk shit. And a lot of them were just regular people with their first and last name talking in the post, and they were pissed and very anti-woke. Like,
Good to be anti-woke.
Yeah, and someone was like, "Oh, it's a peaceful assault," you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
There was a bunch of people very, very cynical. It was the majority of the comments, and I've seen some insane woman advocating for criminals on those posts. She was not present, and it was overrun with people who were pissed. They were not happy with it, and I think that's really good that people like. They're not buying into the like woke bullshit that it's like we deserve it or something. They're fiery, and I think that's good, you know. And I think that's a much more common sentiment. I scroll through comment sections occasionally, and I see far less people just tacitly going along with the current thing, and I see a lot of people that are like actively like, this stuff is bad. I don't want to be a victim of crime. This shouldn't be like this, and I think it's really good. And I see, and those are like boomers using social media, right? So
Hey, who knows? You know that the new generation is unfathomably based. So.
Yeah, the new generation is unfathomably based, and
It's hard to say, yes.
yeah, especially a little late and without any, a little thirsty. Yeah. Anyway, I see stuff getting a lot better. Not that like everything's won and you know, wave the flag of like victory or whatever, but I see stuff getting better, and I think we're gonna start seeing stuff get better in entertainment. I know certain companies have like come out with stuff which is like pronouns and whatever, but those are games that have been in development for a long time. Those are decisions that were made a long time ago. I see a lot of companies reversing stuff, so I don't see it just being one steady progress forward. I see a lot of kickback. You know, Bloodlines, for example, was it was trash. Like they wouldn't release the game, they wouldn't publish the game because it was too woke. And that's what's they didn't come out and give that a public statement, but there's a bunch of leaks and stuff where people are like,
that
the
is
politics
the
are too
theory.
insane.
Is that's the reason why they wouldn't release it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of information that's like popped out from like insiders talking about different elements of the game that were like cut and stuff, and you know, so I do see stuff getting better. So try not to look at the world as like a perpetually degrading and like crumbling mess.
Yeah, try to think about it as being at our low point now, but on our way to bounce back up.
Yeah, and once it does get better, you know, don't let people forget. Don't let people forget how bad this was.
Oh yeah. Never forget.
Teach your kids to stay away from people who put pronouns in their bio, and yeah, don't let it come back here. But it is.
Teach your kids to stand up to the teachers when they're acting like fucking idiots.
Yeah. God, those videos, I love those videos where the kids are just like, you know, not taking it from the teacher.
Yes, it's so satisfying because I've dealt with like a lot of bullshit from teachers, and I never said anything because I was the quiet kid, you know, that just goes along with authority. But it's nice to see. I guess it's like somewhat fantasy fulfillment watching these kids stand up to the teachers.
Yeah, I at some point I didn't stand up to teachers, and then as I got older I stood up to them more and more, to the point where like even in like college teachers would say stuff and then look at me to make sure it was okay before they kept on going, because they like didn't, you know, they were afraid of the confrontation. That's another thing you got to remember about all these college professors. They're all so afraid of confrontation because they're all weak. So literally, you know, if you want to see some change in a college, go audit a class, you pay your $20, you sit in there, and you just argue back at the teacher all the time, and she's not going to do fucking anything. She's not going to report you to the dean. She's not going to do anything. She's just going to take it. He's going to take it. She's going to take it. They're just going to sit there and deal with it, and they're just going to stop saying it. Because I had a class where there was someone who was like super Christian, sat in the class, and they started talking about how like religion was bad or whatever, and then she went on a long speech about how religion was good. Teacher dropped it, never talked about it again. The whole point of the class was that religion was bad. She just sat in the class. She was getting no credits for the class. That was explained in the beginning. She couldn't get any credits for it. She took the class anyway. Took hours out of her day, every single week, showed up in the class and just shut the teacher the fuck up. And it's so goddamn easy. They're so weak, so terribly pathetic at arguing.
Well, that's another thing that some kids don't realize is that the teachers are people too, and they also have weaknesses and shynesses. Despite them feeling in the moment like they have some sort of power over you.
They're standing up there in front of you, talking to you, the whole class, and you don't have to say anything, but make it clear that you disagree with them in another class. And then when they say something you don't like, you glare at them. You glare at them, and you glare at them. And they'll eventually accidentally look in your direction, and they'll shake a little bit. And that's all you have to do. And anyway, stuff isn't hopeless. So try to police yourself from thinking that it is. And anyway, I'll let you guys go to sleep. And thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate you guys being here and stuff.
Yeah, and we'll be finishing up Vampires soon, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's been super awesome. It's a game I've wanted to play for a long time, and I'm really glad that you guys have stuck around to hang out and play with me and give me some advice here or there. This has been super awesome. I think I've enjoyed it so much. I want to play through again, but with all the mods to make everything look super pretty. I might break from this to play some of the Devil May Cry games that I have installed. Not just DMC, but I do want to.
DMC would be a very funny stream.
I do want to play just 2 missions from DMC. Oh man, because they're so cringy.
Yes, it would be fantastic.
Just 2 of the cutscenes, even.
It's just a laughing fest.
So brutal.
Oh, I can't wait.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, though.
Oh, what's the chat
saying? They're saying good night.
See some suck.
Yeah. See some suck. I love this game, so I'll be here for the second playthrough as well. Play 1 through 5, awesome. I assume, with DMC. Yes.
I have 3 and 4, and people always rave about how good those are. So I want to start on like the ones that are really good, and then if I like the story enough, I'll go back and check out the earlier games and see where it came from. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here.
Hell yeah.